Alright, this is how I build one of my boxes, a custom box for somebody. This isn't an exact design, I'm just showing you how I build the boxes. So if you order a box from me, this is how it's going to be built. First, I need to know all the TS parameters of your driver, your subwoofer. And all these are the parameters. I've plugged them into WinISD. This is a box simulating program, and I'm going to find the box that best fits your taste and needs and is also best for the subwoofer. So I plugged in all the parameters here. Let's go ahead and save this. This box I'm designing for two older Pioneer 10-inch subs, TSW260D4s. I'm going to need a ported box. Alright, let's see what kind of response we can possibly get out of these. I was going to use a ported box, but the sealed box is coming out much better with these subwoofers. They don't sacrifice a lot of low bass. Let me show you the SPL here. This is with 200 watts of input here. Looks like the subs don't gain a lot of low bass with that ported box. It's going to be a lot harder to design anyway. And they won't have any group delay issues like this here. I don't want that big old peak. So I guess I'm just going to build a sealed box for 210s.
Okay, so I'm building the box here. There's another guy in the garage at this time. And what I did is I pre-cut all these pieces before the video. It only took like 10 minutes. I just had to measure and mark, and then I cut them with a circular saw or a skill saw, whatever you want to call it. And now I'm just test fitting the pieces together to make sure that everything's going to work and that I don't have any large gaps anywhere. Nothing that I can't seal up later. I just applied glue there. All of my seams are glued. Again, still just test fitting, making sure everything goes together properly. I do use Gorilla Glue for these boxes. Very tough. It's usually the wood breaks before the bonds break. And this being 3/4 inch plywood, that's usually takes quite a beating before that happens. I put my screws every 4 to 6 inches. I typically use 1 1/4 or 1 5/8 inch drywall screws. So I'm caulking the interior edges here. I make sure that all the caulking is in very straight, very clean beads all over the box. Every seam will be caulked by the time it's finished. Again, even caulking the outside seams as needed, just to ensure that the box is sealed and that there are absolutely no air leaks. Again, that's what you can expect from my boxes, is that even though they aren't going to be particularly beautiful, like I don't do any custom fabrication or anything, they are completely sealed and will hold up under intense bass. What I'm doing here is I'm measuring for the subwoofer cutouts. I just used a little jig there, put a nail in the center of it, and made some nice looking circles for my subwoofers there. So I took this outside, gonna cut on those holes with a jigsaw. Again, it takes way longer than this. You're just seeing it sped up about 20 times. And then I realized that I forgot this little piece here that goes in the middle that's supposed to separate the two subwoofers. I do not need any glue for that. And no, I did not need any glue. It was very tight. I'm going to caulk all the edges and they're going to be screwed down. So there is no chance of that board ever moving. I took about 100 hammer hits to hit that thing in. Yep, and caulking the interior edges of this too. Even though this is inside the box, I'm still going to caulk it because it's sealing off the individual subwoofer chambers. I want each sub to have its own airspace, and you can see that now I'm putting the glue on with my finger and make sure that it coats the surfaces, the bonding surfaces evenly. And this is just for a stronger seal. And now I'm also just caulking some outside edges again just to make sure that it's sealed all the way around. So this box has been caulked, sealed from the inside and out, as well as screwed and glued every 4 to 6 inches with the screws. This box is finished at this point. I would usually put 2 or 3 coats of light paint on this. It looks a lot better if I put the paint on this, but since this box is just for me and it's actually going to blend in with its surroundings the way it is now, I'm going to leave this one alone. Yeah, after 2 or 3 coats of light paint, it should blend in with your trunk pretty well, look pretty professional. And I would only charge about 75 or 80 bucks for a box like this because it's not made to be particularly pretty. You know, if it's something you could probably do if you had all the hand tools for it. And so that's why I don't charge 150 bucks for a box like this. Granted, it all depends on the box, the size of it, and what exact needs you have. It's finished. It'll take nothing less than a sledgehammer to break this thing apart. So thanks for watching.